so many. I went to McKay's today. I got like 21 books.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. I went to Half Price. You know how many books they had that I wanted to buy today?
All of them.
Yes.
Oh,
None of them.
they haven't put many new ones out. The most newest
Ours
books
has.
are books I sold them on Saturday. Like they're slacking, man. And I know that they got books because every shop I go to, they tell me that like people are worried about the economy and selling like their books and stuff. So they're out there. They're out there.
They're out there, and hey, guess what? We're live, and it's Friday, you bastards!
Oh, shit.
The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic book community. Comic creators and comic fans, tonight you are seen, heard, recognized. Because comics are for everyone. Live from Miami, Florida, broadcasting around the world, this is the Not Near Mint Show.
Hey, welcome to the Not Near Mint Show, everybody. It's Friday. It's the end of the week. We have Caroline back. Hey, Caroline.
Hey, guys, I missed you. Sorry,
This whole show could burn down. I could burn down, but as long as Caroline's okay, everything is right in the world.
I'm good. Yeah, it's good to be here with you guys. And I'm sorry I've not been here for a minute. Been a little world weary. So
And while
Gee,
you
I
were
wonder
out,
why.
we hit 900 subs, and I know that's got to be at least in part due to you, because you bring the presence here with a lot more comedy than I could ever possibly imagine.
dude, life's fucking a joke. Just kidding.
Think of the
Not really.
penguins. It's the penguins that suffer, guys. The penguins.
The penguins, where not a single human being operates or lives or consumes or buys or even takes a shit or fucks. Yet at the same time, hey, yeah, let's give them a tariff. But we're going to be talking about that all tonight, because tonight our
We're taxing
subject
the
matter is going to be, yeah, and tonight our subject's going to be a little bit dark. It's going to be about, what to do with your comic book collection when you die. Because let's face it, most of us, we're just buying and buying and buying. Lady Fantastic might occasionally sell some things on Astonishing Comics, which don't forget to check them out tomorrow night at 9 p.m.
They're good guys. I'm going to be on the vintage auction.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, or the whale. One of them. I don't know. It's tomorrow.
You should get on and be like, this comic's all the way from 1998.
Which, to be fair, is like 20 plus years ago.
It's an antique. Anything that's 25 years or older is an antique. It's a collector's item.
Well, I think it's about time to just dive right into the top 10, and then we can start showing our books, because I want to see what Caroline has been getting over the last few weeks, because it's probably been a little bit backed up, so I might not show anything tonight other than these. I want to see what she got. I only got like 4 old books right behind me, right there. See?
Well, when Lady
All right.
Fantastic said she was backed up, I thought it was something else. Okay.
No,
it's 'cause
man.
most
I'm
comics-
That's
keeping
where
it-
my brain went.
I'm
I'm
keeping
such a horrible
it
person.
loose and regular, you know?
Good for you.
Yeah, I got some problems here. I'm just...
You are literally too stupid to insult.
Yeah, that's about right for me sometimes. All right, so we're going to just go right into... Uh-oh, what happened here? It looks like I might have hopefully not deleted this. Okay, there we go. Here we go. This is the top 10 comics. This is for the first week of April. Today is April the 4th, 2025. And again, this is based off of I just took a look at it at CLZ. It's making me feel like a hoarder more than collector. But it's based off of my 27,777 comic books that are all behind me now. The look on her face is exactly how I feel. Hi, Kilted Corgi.
Corgi.
So what I wind up doing is inside CLZ, as long as you have everything CLZ and it's a paid account and it's connected to CovrPrice, if you hit the value update button, it'll spit out a list. I do this once a week on Thursday nights. It's how I put up the banner and everything for the show tonight and all our shows. So here it is. We're going to get right into it. Here's the top 10 comics, and we do it with the bottom 5 and then the top 5. So let's just get right to it. Here are the bottom 5 comics that crashed last week. So starting out with number 10, and some of these have been on the list before. They're back. Here we go again. No, that's a fake out.
Yeah, cardboard's crashing, dude.
Cardboard, regular
Lame.
cardboard sometimes is worth more. I don't know. But yeah, Fantastic Four number 4, first Silver Age appearance of Namor the Submariner. This week somebody paid for a good minus, which is 1.8. Mine here, it has a nice little split at the top, nice little split at the bottom, kind of a little raggedy, but fine. I mean, this thing used to be worth over $1,000. Somebody paid this week $612 for this 1962 book. It is down $438.
Buy now.
Oh, hey, guess what? We got Jared. Hey, Jared.
Even in that condition,
Even in that condition, this condition, people will start paying more for lower grade books because they feel that they can't afford the higher grade books. So you're seeing lower grade everything. I mean, even the top one that Comic Tom was talking about, Brother Voodoo, that the lower grade issues are the ones that are selling, or at least outselling the ones that are in higher grade because they feel they can afford those ones. That's what the guess is.
That's how it works.
Yeah, so that's number 10. Here's number 9, which feels almost equally as bad. Number 9 is Tales of Suspense number 48. This is the first appearance of the classic red and gold Iron Man suit. This came out way, way back in 1963. A 6.0 fine condition raw. Somebody paid this week $250. It is down $40. This is usually a $300 book and up. So when books like this are even going down, it's telling me that the traditional buyers of these big issues, they're just holding on to their money right now. I don't know if they're trying to get a big book for that vintage auction tomorrow night, but it seems most people are just trying to finish their runs. And for a comic collector like me, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Kang. Sorry.
Kang.
And this isn't the Kang that was used in in the Eternals. That's Kangu, who was also apparently just used in a most recent episode of Daredevil? I
haven't watched it.
Really?
Well, yeah, I think that there was like a Kangu that was used in one of these TV shows recently, and I can't remember for what.
Rob, have you watched White Lotus?
I should be watching it. I heard about all the incest stuff with this new season 3
That's
and
the
the
least
double size.
It's
I mean, White Lotus. I watched it here.
Not down. Like
Which
I
one?
liked season 2 a lot. I liked season 1. I was not down to season 3 yet.
So
Does it
I've
get
watched
better?
season 1, and then season 2, I've watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes, and then season 3, I've watched all that are out, all 7.
Okay.
I liked it.
All right, I gotta keep at it. I'm behind in Daredevil, behind on the White Lotus.
Kang.
And I'm interrupting the top 10 or the bottom 5 or something.
Well, fun
Sorry.
fact.
We're talking about White Lotus. Fuck comics.
Back to Kang.
But yeah, this thing is down this week. I think we know why. Jonathan Majors, there's rumors, hey, he might be coming back to the MCU. No, just
He's never
no.
coming back, bro.
They're not even recasting him. If they're not recasting Black Panther, well, they recast.
They're going to recast Black Panther. It's too much money.
Yeah, they're recasting him as Denzel Washington.
What?
Old man Black Panther.
No old man
dude.
T'Challa.
It would be $1 billion movie. Let's be honest.
Didn't he play Macronus in the freaking Gladiator 2?
It was awful.
I heard that. I heard
It
it was
was
terrible, but the
so
history
bad.
on it is terrible. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Like, all right, Denzel Washington has done 2 bad movies.
What
That
was the
one,
first one?
Equalizer 2.
Equalizer 2.
Yes.
I don't even
Other
know.
than that, there's no bad things in his catalog. But Gladiator, second bad movie in his catalog.
I'll have to watch it then.
My favorite one has to still be Man on Fire.
Oh, fantastic
Great movie.
Yeah.
I really
Creasy.
liked him in,
Creasy.
what is it, like the Philadelphia
Creasy
project
Bear,
where he
man.
had AIDS, or he was
Philadelphia was good. It was just
it
Philadelphia.
was just Philadelphia,
Tom
and he was
Hanks
the
got
lawyer.
AIDS. He was
Tom
the
Hanks
lawyer
had AIDS.
defending him.
He was defending him. Yeah, he was the lawyer. I'm sorry. I got it
You
wrong.
can't
My
get
bad.
AIDS by defending somebody who has AIDS. Stop
Are you
spreading that rumor.
sure? Are
Stop
you
spreading that
sure?
rumor.
Is it a
Oh,
communicable or
1994.
non-communicable disease?
No, it's God decides.
Preacher's wife.
Yeah, he plays a good villain too. Like in Training Day, loved him in that.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, rest in peace, Whitney.
All right, back to the
Well,
top 10.
Sorry, I'm
This
sorry.
book right here, it came out way back in 1964. Jonathan Majors is not coming back to the MCU. Let's just get over it. It's not happening. No, just no. So somebody paid $130 this week. It is down $35 for a good, very good 3.0 raw copy. This is now going for less than what a first Wonder Man used to go for prior to all this MCU stuff. And that's just crazy talk because Kang was always just a big, big villain. And Wonder Man was just that guy that wasn't he a pacifist? Yeah. Number 7 is also a little surprising. Batman number 307. This is the first appearance of Lucius Fox. He's the guy that's behind all the crazy Batman gadgets. And, well, this week he is down. This came out in 1978, a very fine minus copy, $24. Somebody paid this week for just at least one sale for that higher condition copy, down $18. And if you're trying to find old Batman appearances, you can't go wrong with Lucius. And I think that in 312 or 313 is when you have Jace Fox or Tim, and Tim would later go on to become the next Batman for Future State. But nobody remembers that.
Well, Morgan Freeman was Lucius in the Nolan movies, I think.
Yes, he was.
Codename Q. Oh, wait, is that a different gadget guy? Sorry.
I mean, let's just go with okay.
Yes.
So next up, we have a movie that's coming out with this guy. He's going to be teaming up with Bane in that movie. They even showed a Robin preview at Comics or Gen Trailers. I don't know, some movie convention where they were showing all these trailers and Robin was shown, and you'd think that this book would be going up, but no. For a very fine plus copy, 8.5 raw, 1980 book. This usually goes for about $150, $200, but not right now, not when you have the market tanking. I mean, the market has been down this week. Today it went down 2,231 points. The day before it dropped 1,600 points. And when that happens, you don't need to compete with other investor class collectors. So generally you pay less. How much less? Well, somebody paid for this book this week, $90.
Hell yeah.
Holy.
Down 15.
I got a fine for 35.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
So here's another thing. You see this guy down here? We're going to be talking about him in a few minutes here because he's a buddy of mine that he's on Blue Sky. And for those of us that use Blue Sky, I love this network. It's a lot better than the old garbage Twitter or Instagram because it's owned by corporate billionaires and I'm just not interested in it. And what does Jared do? He winds up doing these claim sales, usually Monday or Tuesday nights. And it's how I got quite a few books lately. And I'm going to be showing a few of those a little bit later.
Very good.
All
We'll
right,
have to
so
put
that
his
was
information in the chat so we can sub him up.
absolutely. If you write in the chat, I'll make you a mod, and then you can put whatever you want. Just please don't put any porn, or do.
My porn won't fit in the chat.
Only
I'm not going
comics.
to
one.
share my porn with you guys.
All right, so those were the top or the bottom 5. So now we can get right to the top 5. The top 5, they're not going to be a lot of like major key books. They're like pretty covers and everything. But what you're going to notice is people are trying to finish their runs right now. And if they're trying to finish their runs, they will pay a little bit higher for a better book copy. So number 5, you have Wolverine as a classic John Buscema Hulk and Wolverine cover. You got the Joe Fixit look on Hulk here. This came out in 1989 for a near mint copy. Somebody paid $83. It is up 15. And back at the beginning of the pandemic, this was easily $100 plus book. So it came down over the last few years, but it's starting to inch its way back up because this cover blue, and please tell me if it is blue. I am colorblind, but these things are usually beat out of hell.
It's
It's
one of the
blue.
best blues.
Okay, because I actually thought this was purple.
There's something about that cover that like still gets me. And I've got 1 to 100 of that Wolverine run and that cover. Boom.
I mean, I think it punches a lot more than the Jim Lee covers. And the
I
Jim
can't
Lee
even
covers
remember
are
the
great.
cover you just showed.
Oh.
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah,
so
I have
he
a
gets
Superman
purple
copy of
balls,
that.
not blue balls. Interesting.
Before before 2020, this was easily like maybe a $20-$30 book, and then right after
Now it's like
2021,
75 to 100.
yeah, right after 2021, it hit like right over $100, and it stayed there for a while, but it started creeping back down. It just like literally everything was. So yeah, for it to be going for under $100 now, if you're able to pick it up, and wow, that's a hot take, Tacoma.
You know, I think it's because I'm old, and he became popular right when I got out of comics for the first time, like in the early 90s. And I'm just not impressed by like the Jim Lee stuff that people like gush over. Just saying.
What, like the new Hush?
I don't even know about new stuff. I'm just talking about like when he took on X-Men and back in like 1990, and people are like, ah! I was like, this looks so silly.
And the funny thing is, for anybody that came
Just
from
me.
Japan,
Just my opinion. Anybody
which is
else
fair.
has a different opinion, and that's
I mean,
okay.
anybody that was watching Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z back in the late 80s, early 90s, and let's face it, it didn't hit American shores until like the mid to late 90s. But all of those costume designs were really based off of Dragon Ball Z. And what did Jim Lee do? He went, that's a pretty cool looking design that Vegeta and Goku are wearing. I'm going to steal that. I'm sorry, I'm going to liberate that, because I can't say steal. I don't want to be sued. I don't have money. Please don't sue me. I'm only a comic book guy. Hey, C. Woodard. All right, so after we hit this one, let's get back to this. So number 4, this is the Batman 423 Classic, Todd McFarlane with the Incomplete Moon. First print. But what do you mean by Incomplete Moon? Look at the circle. Where does the circle go? Okay, you see the line. It just wasn't cut.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
And of all people, the person to point this out to me is
Oh my
not
God!
here
Throw it away! Throw it away!
Yeah, the person that should be here tonight, but he's not here. Miracleman, we love him. He helps fill segments, but man, he was the one that pointed it out. Well, you can probably get it a little bit cheaper, because right now this thing has gone up a little bit. Somebody paid a little bit more this week. Very fine condition copy. It still has a couple little dents and some handling, but $145 somebody paid for a copy this week. That's an 8.0 raw. It's up 24.
It seems, I mean,
and again, this is not a key. There's no first appearances in this. It's just a
I
pretty
could
cover.
count on one hand the number of DC books that I want and have to have, and that issue of Batman is like 4 of the fingers.
Oh, wow. That's so many.
What's the other one?
I don't know, but I'm just leaving myself an out in case I fuck up.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
I took some highlighter and completed the moon on mine, so it's worth more. So
nice.
See this guy down here? I'm getting a first Silver Age Hawkman from him.
Yes.
What? This book is worth more.
I don't know. To me, once you have it, it becomes like the end of the Truman Show right after he walks off the stage. What else is on? What else am I going to buy? What else is there?
Hey, don't you mean The Prisoner? Oh, I'm sorry.
That too.
Did I go there?
I'm crushing your head. All right, moving on. So we have next for number 3, this is Marvel Spotlight number 7. This is the 3rd appearance of Ghost Rider, the Johnny Blaze version. And again, people don't really notice this, but it doesn't happen until issue 3 of the Ghost Rider regular run that he finally gets the flaming bike. Didn't start out that way. But this is the 3rd appearance. This is not a big deal issue or anything, but boy, did it kind of go up this week. So a very fine minus condition copy of 7.5 raw. It went for $90. Usually you can get this about $30 or so, but somebody paid a lot higher. It's up $55 this week.
They should really do something with that Ghost Rider character.
You'd think so. They've been talking about it for years, but I don't know. Maybe they don't think the technology is quite there for a flaming skull, right? I don't know. Flaming bikes were on back order. Yeah, that sometimes happens. All right, that was number 3. Number 2 is going to seem really stupid because I really think it should be issue 7 and not 5. But what do I know? I'm not the person buying all this crap. I already have it. So number 2 is Daredevil number 5. This is stupid. First appearance of Matador. I mean, of things to really kind of go up this week, and I have the 7.
Illustrated by Wally Wood.
Well, that is true. There's the Wally Wood right there. And he, to be fair, he was writing, he was drawing, he was doing the whole thing with this, but Stan kept wanting to steal the credit as writer, as he normally would. But he went, hey, I'm going to walk away from this book unless you put my name on the title. And then like 3 issues later, he walks away anyway.
It's
But
cute.
okay, yeah, I mean,
It's a cute cover.
it's
There's tight
cute.
pants and a submissive position from Daredevil. There's some subtext going on there. It's fun.
But it's not like
trunk.
It's not like the first Owl or the first Purple Man or even Stilt Man. The book that's most up, the second to most book to be up this week is the fucking Matador.
Well, look, stupid shit's happening right now.
Rob,
I
you
mean,
put so
one of
much
those
work
things.
into this, and I just make silly, stupid jokes. I feel sort of guilty, but not very guilty.
Nah, you shouldn't.
Don't feel guilty. This is dumb.
This is a guilt-free show. No guilt will be felt here.
We don't kink shame. We don't shame people when they buy their books. If you want to be a
I'm not
brony,
king
be a
shaming,
brony.
I'm general shaming.
Save that shit for Sunday.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Synagogue's closed on Sunday. Sorry.
Oh.
Save that shit for tomorrow.
All right. So what happened with this book here? It's a fine condition 6.0 raw copy. It's pretty nice. It's mid-grade. $226. It is up $76. Generally, you could find this book for right around $100 or so. Why somebody was overpaying for this for a higher mid-grade copy, I don't know, but people spend your money how you want. But there's plenty of good buying opportunities. Again, the stock market has cratered this week. Sunday, if you try and go to buy stuff on eBay, you are not going to have the competition you normally do. But people are spending for those $50 books or so, so you'll have competition there. But over $100 books, not as much. What were you going to say, Carolyn?
Nothing. I can't retire.
Yeah, looking at this panel, I don't think any one of us will.
What are you trying to say? Next book.
You got it.
12 years, baby. 12
All right,
years.
here we go. Number 1. This is Amazing Spider-Man. What happened?
Nothing.
I'm just counting until my retirement. Boom.
I always thought that my retirement might be the comics, but if you ask any child, hey, so what's your favorite comic book hero? And they'll go, Bluey. What about Spider-Man? Bluey. So what are you into? I like cars. You like the movie? It's like, no, like on the street. They're
Look
just
how
not into
awesome
this
that cover
corporate
is
stuff.
compared to the last one, though. Like
What happened?
Look how awesome that cover is compared to that Daredevil. Like that.
Yeah.
One of those is like, yes, that's the sort of Marvel Bronze Age shit that I like. One of those is, that's a little weird. What's going on? Why are they doing it like that?
I agree. Having arms of metal would make me say the same.
Is it that he's all contorted?
No.
Just
Like
like,
coming out
like
at you.
Spider-Man
The other
cover
one
looks
just really
cool.
sucks. We know,
Bob
Bob.
says the Daredevil is better. So listen,
Oh, no.
comics are for everyone, and
That's true.
we'll
I
go
mean, there's
back.
almost
to that
no
overall
background in
debate.
either.
Bubs is
You
here
go Bub's world.
Yeah, Bubs is here to take the contrarian opinion.
Yeah,
I don't
what-
really
Love
like
it, man.
either
I
one
love
of
it.
them.
At least this has some background. It's very sketchy, but there is some background. This
I like
has
Doc Ock the most of all of them.
Sunset, orange to
Sunset.
red, or
That
orange
has a
to yellow.
shitload of characters on
I
it.
know.
I will not stand for this anti-wood talk.
And the wood has got to be strong.
Well, we like some strong wood around here. We say that it's tight. Yeah, I know. I'm just an idiot around here sometimes.
Anti-wood talk? No, don't you hate. You better.
Nope, stop talking, go to jail.
All right, so to try and cap this out, because this has been like the longest top 10 I've done.
It's my fault.
Whose fault is that?
Mine, all mine.
Mine.
All of ours. All right. So number 1 book, this is Amazing Spider-Man 53. This is not a big book. Not at all. Not even a little bit. I mean, what's the big thing about this book? Oh, it's the first date between Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy. It's not the first Prowler. It's not the first Electro. Not the first Sandman. It's the
Why
first
does anyone care? Who cares?
Well, what I'm saying is that looking at why things have gone up the way that they have this week, it looks like people are just trying to fill in their runs. So this book, 1967, Fine, Very Fine, 7.0 Raw, $154.
What?
Up $114. You could normally get this for about $50, $60.
Yeah, that's a $30 book.
At best. I mean, it's a nicer copy, but $60. Okay, maybe.
Maybe do you think,
154?
you think maybe because like Spider-Gwen, like Gwen's getting a bigger and bigger following that people are starting to go after Gwen stuff now?
No, I think somebody overpaid.
I mean, I would. Yeah. But see, this is the premium title. You're going to pay the most for Amazing Spider-Man and then X-Men. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And it'll always be that way. You're going to pay a premium for this. It's just been the history.
And like Batman 2, you see as well.
For DC, yeah. I mean, whatever DC is, I don't know.
All right, so there it was.
Whatever you people read.
Read?
Have like big characters.
See, I heard there's one. He said something about a bat guy. Bat lad.
Batlash?
This was my big purchase this week.
Nice.
Oh, Lego?
That is sweet. That is very sweet. Did you build it or did you buy it as is?
Mr. Freeze.
I bought it new, but my daughter built it. She likes building them for me. So
nice.
I
Very
will not
nice.
deprive her of that.
Very cool.
Yeah, I like the Harley Quinn's perfect for that one.
Yeah.
That's
the best Harley Quinn is that outfit in the big
I like
hammer.
her mallet. I like the Indiana Jones Lego set you got up there too. That's cool.
I haven't built that yet. I'm scared.
I can tell.
There might be a curse in the tomb. I don't know. I don't know.
That's true. You maybe want to get your daughter to build it just in case. And so if there is a curse, it just kind of
blame the kids, man. Blame the
kids. I'm a typical parent. Throw my kids into the curse.
Yes, they are the experimental subject.
Thanks,
That's
bud.
the opposite. It's the opposite, Lady Fantastic. You protect children. Like your cat. You protect your cat, right?
Is that wait, are you trying? Oh.
It's called love. It's called
I mean, come on, Mike. You have two of the biggest protectors here on the show right now. You have two motherfucking Green Lanterns.
Oh shit! It's a core.
I'm wearing my power ring.
It's
gosh.
God dang.
Oh,
and
gosh.
a Mustang.
I gotta put on my yellow shirt. Where's my yellow shirt?
Red Lantern core here. Bitch Lantern core.
And you have a cat.
Yeah, Cat Lantern core.
That cat is definitely my Red Lantern core.
Miss Kitty is Red Lantern core. She's a bitch. Hello,
Hey,
you
Monty.
queens. And hey, what up, Foo? Barbarian. I was up. So I've been off this week, and I've been having crazy hours. And so I was up. Barbarian Kung Fu was playing. What was it? Badlands or Fallout? It was Fallout or something. Borderlands. Or was
First comics from Barbarian this week.
It was some post-apocalyptic. It was a cool thing, and he could like build his own little forts and stuff.
Ratchet and Clank.
All out. I was close.
If it wasn't for the fact that I don't play video games because I suck at them, I'd have something to go contribute. But I do have one thing to contribute. I do want to introduce everybody here before we go any further to Jared.
Hi,
Man of the hour.
What's up, Jared?
How's it going?
Nice setup.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So
yeah, some good stuff right here. This is my stuff.
So this is a man here that has put together his own comic book that just got released earlier this year, the Boneherd Chronicles. He's already charted out the next several issues. They're still up for sale over on mycomicshop.com.
Oh.
And do you want to flip through a couple of those pages just so people can see what it looks like?
So very happy with the title credit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet.
And went with some black insides. We actually had some printing issues on the back, but I'm not going to go into that. But
Oh, very nice.
yeah, my artist, Jeremy Meagert, is fantastic. He did some great work on this.
Very cool.
I love it.
And the best thing about this is that what I can tell you is that I read the thing. Unlike a lot of the times that we used to have people on,
Oh my
Thank
god.
you for that,
Like
by
an
the way.
idiot.
Appreciate
way
you.
back in the day when we'd have people on for Kickstarters, they would email us over the PDFs, and oftentimes I'd be just in the middle of trial. I'm running home. I'm trying to jump on. Nothing's bagged. Nothing's boarded. Okay, let's talk about the Kickstarter and go. And I'm just asking blank questions because never got around to reading it. But I read this. This is actually really good.
Thank you.
And one of the things that I always have a problem when I'm reading a Kickstarter book from anybody is that they drop you right in the story. You don't know where you are. In tandem working with the artist was telling him, yeah, you should add a background setting so people know where they are, an on location shot. So from the very beginning on through the rest of the story, it flows really well. It feels like one of those old Clan of the Cave Bear modern update, and I'm looking forward to reading the rest. So Boneherd Chronicles, that is definitely something to check out. If you drop the link in the chat, we will make sure that we put that in the description.
All right.
Sweet.
But as he's doing that, lady, it's been a little while since I've seen some comics from you.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I can show you guys. I picked up. I'll just give you a chunk. I may have shown some before, I may have not, but some of these I got this one from my LCS, the Chicago Tribune special edition that they included in the paper. It was like a little free issue. It's
I've
a John
seen that
Romita.
before.
Yeah, it's a John Romita cover. I've always wanted this, and I finally came across a copy for a decent price, cheap. So I had to pick it up because I love my promos. I'm a big promo person. So yeah, I had to pick that. Oh yeah, this is great. King Comics teach whole numbers and numbers between. So this is like a free like educational issue, and it teaches like math and fractions and stuff. I love it. And so
That's so cool.
yeah, again, along the lines of promotional comics, had to pick this one up.
I like the title crosses the divide, right?
Yeah.
Like the divide separates the juggling with like Jughead and
Oh, yeah.
Blondie, right? Not Jughead, whatever his name is, and Blondie.
Mhm.
But then like
Dagwood.
the title is like, there is no split here. We're going right over it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Now, for people who haven't read the comic, Lady Fantastic, are the numbers between things like fractions?
It would, that is correct, and it very much focuses on the completion of any number between 1 and 100. You should be able to figure out the corresponding number. So it's economic math.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if I hand you a $1 bill and an eighth of a cake is 40 cents, how much of the dollar bill will I get back?
None,
Blue.
because I am not going to give you change. That's not it's not the time or place for change.
It would be, and it would. Here we go. And here's a
Nice.
Flash Gordon, King Kong.
Fantastic cover on that one.
Yeah. So I picked this up for my buddy Night Tiger. He collects Flash Gordon, and he needed this, and so this is a Flash Gordon number 5 by King. They present really well, you know, and I got this on the low. And then here's some new comics that I picked up. I think Rob's seen a lot of these. I picked up the Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur 10-year anniversary. Yeah.
Yep. First appearance of Devil Girl and Moon Dinosaur.
And then Concert of Champions number 1.
Nice.
Badass. Yeah, it's a beautiful Dazzler variant. Oh, I had to get this one. Freaking Godzilla versus Fantastic Four. Shut up.
On FOC, there's already a second print listed.
Oh my god.
Same color, same cover, just a slightly different color on the logo.
You
Doom
so got me
Academy.
turned on to Doom Academy, and
Yeah.
it's so awesome. It's like reading Strange Academy, but they moved from Louisiana to Latvia.
Don't you love it? Or Latvia.
Don't show me. I don't look good.
Oh.
Ah, no. Why? No.
I'm voguing. It's the default move. I don't know what to do.
No. You go to jail.
Y'all ain't right. So yeah, Doom Academy number 2. Then I picked this up. We're taking everything down with us.
Oh, you got a nice cover of that.
Yeah, I know. I picked up Money Shot Zero. Patton Oswalt's writing on it. So
Look at those
I know some
assets on that cover.
That's pretty much Money Shot in a nutshell.
Like,
Whoa!
Reprint.
Reprint.
I mean, that's awesome too.
Yeah, I thought.
Warning.
No.
False alert. False alert.
False alert. False
Reprint. Reprint. Oh, it's just a reprint.
alert.
Absolute Superman number 4, and then I missed number 5, and so here's number 6.
I think Lazarus is up to no good in those comics.
What? Are you serious?
And Lois is part of the
Leave me,
man.
little bitch.
Okay, hold on. And then I got, this was a couple weeks ago, but I got Wonder Woman number 5,
Nice.
and then number
That's
6
variant, right?
dropped this Wednesday, and then I got this a couple weeks ago. A Shiny Detective 21,
Banger alert. Oh,
or
wait,
31. Sorry,
31.
31. And I also got a Shiny Harley.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, I had
Foiled
to do it.
again.
Yeah.
And then I got this as a reprint as well. It's not
Oh,
a big
man.
one. It's a reprint.
Wait,
And
you teased me a lot with this. Like,
my last one is this is an Inja Binja. So this is a
Ghost
Nathan
Sojourn.
Zerdy. Yeah, this is a Nathan Zerdy variant, Green Lantern Corps, and he based it off our friend. She's a community member, Inja Binja. It looks just like her. It's so awesome.
oh,
So
nice.
she's a hero. Yeah. She's been a fan with him, and like they've interacted on Instagram, and so he based this off of her. I love it. I love to see
Sweet.
it. Yeah. So here's to having strong POCs in books. Represent. All right. This is McKay's. I found these were 75 cents each. I have Jenny Sparks number 1 and 2. They had issue 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Nice.
All 75 cents each. So
What
I
a
spent a
collector.
whopping
$3.
$3 for 4 books.
I
That
learned
are
that
all
from
in
Jake and
Math.
Blondie.
Come on now.
Huh?
Somebody was doing math like really fast. Maybe
Oh,
Bill-
well, I read that book. I read
Yeah,
that King book.
Exactly.
And so it was helping. I found this
Oh.
Mr. Miracle number 17.
Oh, that's the one he
Nice.
dies in. Yeah.
That's with Shiloh.
And then I also found number 16.
Oh,
Sweet.
nice.
Kirby went up to what, 18?
Something like that. Yeah.
I think so.
All right. And wish we had that. Yeah, Food Man, you need to, oh my God, you would shit yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really shit yourself.
Oh, for sure.
This was $1.75, Wonder Woman, number 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an early one.
Wow.
Number 2. Rest in peace, George Perez. This was definitely a pet project of his. He loved it. You could tell he loved it. Found this, the final issue of the Lois Lane.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
So number 137. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Is that Superman's girlfriend or Lois Lane?
Yeah,
or is that
yeah.
just-
It would be Superman's girlfriend.
okay.
That one.
I didn't know if there was a different like run. That's still
No.
really cool.
Yeah, Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane. This I was so crazy. It was wild that I found it, but this is the Spider-Man team up, Marvel team
Oh,
up
yeah.
79 with Sonya, Red Sonya. So this was exciting. Very excited. Speaking of Strange Academy, I picked up this issue 17. I'm just looking to complete my run. Yes, they do. Oh yeah, I know. I went today and they have rearranged in ours. It's so much more space and they got more in it. Rob, I found this for $2.75 today. This. Platform
You found another one?
for $2.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert.
I got one of those. I already had one previous. Then I bought another copy from J. Scott Campbell's site where it was signed. I sent her a copy. Here she is finding another.
I'm a crazy cat lady. This was $1.50.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Really?
really, $1.50.
Nice.
Oh, what the hell? It's like
Really nice.
Targaryen. He's a funny man.
you want to double your money? You gonna give me 3? You want 3? Oh my God! Here we go. And now here is the big. These are all I found.
Oh, it's in Mylar.
These are not. They're in OPP. I'm running out. I've got some Mylar on the way.
OPP is similar to Mylar. Not scientifically, shinily, shining S.
Not in reality.
Shining quotient is closer to Mylar than it is to regular plastic.
These were all $1.75.
That's
Lucky.
ridiculous.
$1.75.
And that looks like quality, like condition.
This is
Yeah,
not
it does.
bad. $2.79.
Looks like it's at least a 758, at least.
I'm not counting ticks.
Yeah, so
The corners are sharp looking.
there's some.
Edges are nice. There's a couple bumps. That's still like an 8.
That is sweet.
That's probably 8.5 even.
So there's that. Then I found a $2.97 iVampire.
Good story. It just petered out at the end.
$3.02.
Circus of Fear.
$3.05. $3.08. $3.10.
Oh, missed 309.
$3.11. $3.12. And $3.14.
Yeah, you have most of the run now.
All $1.75.
Wow.
Woo!
You're
Yeah.
the luckiest person in the world.
And I might be wrong. I think the 290 is the first iVampire, and even that's like a $40, $50 book at most. So putting together a run isn't the hardest thing to do, but it runs for a while.
I picked up this Boris Karloff. It's like the selects. So this is a reprint of. Just wanted to pick this up.
I was going to say that's in really good shape for a gold key.
Oh, it's just came out and it's really high quality pages and stuff inside. And then I got this for my LCS, Wonder Woman #1, to go with that #2 that I found today. Picked up this Monsters. Where Monsters?
DC special.
Neil Adams.
Mhm. Neil Adams cover here. Beautimus. And then I found this yesterday. It was a Weird War Tales.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's on Ozempic.
You think? He's on, yeah. Then I found this also a Men of War 100. Just beautiful. And I guess the last thing I'll show is this Army of War 197.
I'm getting real surprised that you're collecting war like I am now.
You know, I've got some. He chose.
Monkey see, monkey do.
But we never know who started it first because we just show up here to the show and go, look what we started buying.
Yeah, I know. It's awful.
Same things.
I know. So, anyways, that was my stuff. So I it was quite a bit of chunkage.
Yay. Oh, hello.
Hello.
So Jared here, for his first time on the show. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't talk about that stuff here, right, Lincoln? Oh, wait. So, Jared, do you have any books you want to show us? Because I know you do these, not auctions, but claim sales. There might be things that you just picked up where you're like, I can't believe I own this now. This is why I do what I do. Let's see what you got.
All right.
Hype up your book.
Recent pickup, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 20.
Nice.
Not the greatest shape, but I mean, it was like $5, so.
Yeah.
TMNT number 1, Mirage.
Mm-hmm.
This was a $6 pickup. I've been doing Golden Age Bugs Bunny recently.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're super cheap.
Yeah.
This one's actually in higher grades. This is one of the pricier ones. I've seen copies for $50, $60, even in higher grades, $100, but got this one for $12.
Nice.
It's a My Comic Shop 2.0. If y'all know anything about My Comic
Yep.
Shop, they
Excellent.
typically undergrade.
They also started doing something a little weird lately. My Comic Shop just started doing, before they would post a picture where the background was kind of grayish and it would make the book look representative of how it should. And then lately they changed their procedures and policies to make it so that the background is completely white. They up the sharpness in Photoshop, the contrast. They up everything. So the book no longer looks representative of what you will actually be getting. And another friend of mine wrote into My Comic Shop to ask about that because he didn't think it was a great idea. And they said, this is what we're doing going forward.
I did not know that. Anyway, this is the next one. The Looney Tunes 100.
Oh, wow.
From, I think, 1950. This is an earlier Looney Tunes 72.
Jeez.
And, like, again,
Wow.
like, this was like a $6 book.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah. This one's kind of a mini key.
Okay.
First Gladstone Gander from 1946, maybe?
Wow.
Damn.
This was like a $30 pickup. It's like a 3.5.
Sweet.
Isn't he the luckiest duck in the world?
Lucky Ducker.
And I've been putting Supergirl stuff on my list. Not the greatest condition. As you can see, somebody tried to save Superman by taking the kryptonite away.
And that's the issue where we find out that the yellow sun is what gives them their powers.
And this was like a $8, $9 pickup. I know it's damaged, but I mean, in any kind of decent shape, this is like a $50 book. Not sure if anybody reads Radiant Black, but this is the blacklight variant of number 10. They sold it on the Black Market Narrative website, and it's like a $50 book that they sold. I got this copy, a very fine, but it's really like a 9.0, 9.2 for $2.
Hell yeah.
First time the dragon is called Savage Dragon.
Okay.
It's like a $30 pickup.
Very cool.
Silver Surfer Ashcan.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know about this until like 5 years ago, and I didn't want to pay a really, really high price because this is just really expensive for a Ashcan that not going to cover any new ground. I mean, yeah, Jim Lee cover, but yeah, $50, $60 in 7.0 grades. I got this for like 15.
Nice.
Demon number 1.
Hell yes.
Is it pronounced Etrigan or Etrigan?
I say Etrigan.
Okay. But yeah, I got this a couple months back, but I like the cover, like to showcase it. So I got it for like $20 on eBay like 6 months ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And it's like a 3.0.
It's just so great.
Rob showed this on his Twitter recently. I decided to also bust it out.
Oh, Neil.
Superman Neil Adams.
Twitter.
Yeah.
On his blue sky.
$2. Also,
Yeah. I love that cover.
Superman is really cheap. Like, you can get Golden Age stuff in the $50 range.
Yeah, I just saw a Superman 30 first appearance of Mr. Mixius Spitlick go for about $800, and it must have been like a 2.5 or so.
Yeah.
Raw.
Mixius Spitlick.
Mixius Spitlick. I only know how to say that because of the...
According to Supergirl, the show, it's Mixtic Piddlick.
Mixtic.
Yeah.
She's close, but not quite. It's
You know how I would say it to myself as a kid? I would say Mixie-Plix.
So in an
Close enough.
episode of Superman the Animated Show, you even had an episode where who did he play? Was he played by Gilbert Gottfried? He even goes on the screen, mix, yiz, spit, lick. And that's how I learned how to say it.
I liked him. He was funny. He was annoying. But
Rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried.
yeah, he was great.
So, one of the people I follow on Twitter, Vincent Loves Comics, he does a Top Shelf Friday where people just share what they feel should be a top shelf book. This is my contribution today.
Okay.
I got this like 2-3 months back for like $35, $40.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert.
And I've been doing Bone recently as well. I have about 60% of the collection. So just getting that done. And that's
You've been getting boned recently? Is that what he just said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I got this recently. Jim Lee signed X-Men #1. Got it for $17.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. We all love Jim Lee on this channel, that's for sure.
Especially
I had to show it.
LOL.
I'm going to have to show this.
Oh my.
Hello.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert.
And this one's
Not
for
many
you,
people
Brian.
get 2 of those in an episode.
I was telling you about it earlier. Dug it out for you.
Nice.
Good Lord.
Oh,
That's
nice.
remark of
Mine is
everything.
only signed by Rob,
Oh, yeah.
and it has
I
a
got the
tape
remark.
pull.
Yeah, tell them the story of what you did to get that remark.
So he was doing a signing because I live in the same. Well, I don't live in the same town. I live in the next town over from
Mhm.
Rob, and he was doing a signing at a now defunct comic shop and books too,
Mhm.
and he was just signing copies for free. He did the remark for free. I wanted a
Oh,
because
sweet.
I didn't know where the series was going. I was like, "Can you give me can you draw me a Angel Chew and a Devil Chew?" And he's like, "No, I can't. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit the story. Can you come up with something else?" I'm like, "Well, since I read the issue, I was like, how's about a can of beets?" He's like, "I'll do that." And that's how I got what I call the can of beets edition of Chew #1.
Nice.
For anybody that reads the Chew, it's about this detective where anything
Chew,
that
yeah.
he bites, he tastes and he can recollect its entire life from its birth all the way up until that moment that he took the bite. So he works as a detective because he kind of eats dead people.
Yeah. It's a very fun comic.
How's that
It was
fun?
supposed to be made into a TV show, but it just never
Yeah.
quite came together.
Maybe 10 years. You never know. You know how options work. Something gets optioned, and then next thing you know, they have it in pre-production, and there's just so many aspects to film and TV, and yeah. And I'm not sure how many are familiar with this JCPenney variants.
Oh,
Yeah. I got this for $2 just because it's like, I figure JCPenney variants are usually lower print runs, and you never know.
nice, C-worded. So those all the books?
That's what I got. Yeah.
And one more time, show the audience your book.
Oh, yes. Yes. And I will show y'all the last poster coming as well. So this is my book, The Boneherd Chronicles. I'm the writer-creator. Jeremy Meagert's the artist co-creator, and the cover artist, you know him from Dynamite Comics, Red Sonja, Walter Giovanni.
Very cool.
And this is going to be the last poster. I've been building up funds. I'm finally going to be able to get it sent off to my artist, Warnia Sadahewa from Indonesia. This art is done by Greg Murray. If you are on Twitter, he goes by Sal's Dad 2018, I believe. But yeah, he's a fantastic artist. I actually traded a copy of House of Mystery 93 whenever Batman goes in, not Brave and the Bold 93, when Batman goes into the House of Secrets.
Mhm.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
He traded me a piece of
Brave and the Bold,
which
yeah.
was a. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get it. It's hanging on my wall.
But while he goes to grab that, who else got some books today?
Tacoma's turn.
All right, and I'm going to see when he pops back in, and we'll go back to.
All
Oh,
right.
here we go.
So fast.
Oh snap! That's amazing.
Whoa.
Yeah, this
nice.
is what he traded me for that Brave and the Bold 93 Batman
Oh my
House
God.
of Secrets issue.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'd trade that in a second. You
Yeah.
can always get another Brave and the Bold. An
Yeah.
original piece like that? No, that's beautiful.
Yeah, like I asked for a Silver Surfer, and he's like,
Is
I don't have any
nice.
Silver Surfer. How's about this? I'm like, yeah, without a doubt.
Wow.
So
Good trade.
be right back.
All right, let's
All
see if I
right.
can bring up Tacoma, and if you're ready.
So we got not a lot of books. I mean, I got some. So this is really cool cover of Lore War. If you know about Data and his brother Lore, that was funny. I bought it for cover. Cover by. Nothing else I got new today is any good or worth anything.
No.
Maybe that's kind of okay, but I didn't even know I ordered it. Apparently I did. Whatever. I'm not happy with my new comic books. I'm not going to show them to you. So I ordered to get my GSX1. I had to sell a bunch of books, and then I had to buy them back. So I got
You know how that works.
That is
Sure.
why I understand so well.
I got a newsstand, uncanny, really badly cut, little faded on the side. It's not like bright
Kinda
white.
like you.
One tick. Not bad. I got his first appearance too, which is a much bigger book.
Yes, exactly. Annual
Is his
14.
first appearance. Good, thank you.
I
Yeah.
am collecting the first Harley Harley Quinn run. So there's 7 with
Marty.
a great big barter on the front. And here is 9, which is the first time you see Harley out of costume.
What?
Not issue 31, which Key Collector used to have until I told them better, and then they took it down.
Spitting
There you go.
image.
Boom. All right, that's like literally all I got in comics. So I was working at a comic/toy reseller store today, helping them bag and pack up things to sell in exchange for stuff. And I wanted to get like some cards they had. So I took the cards up, and she was being a pain in the butt. She's like, "Oh, the whole box is $10." I'm like, "I don't want the whole box. I just want like part of the box." She's like, "But I already put a price in the box," or whatever. So like all these, I could care less about, because when I collect cards, I do not want cards from a game. That's not a card. That's collectible. That's just a piece of information for the game. So that's dumb, and I hate it.
Oh,
But they did have some Star Wars Galaxy from like 91 and 93, which is really cool. And they had this set, which is complete all the way through. I
That is
hate when
cool.
I get sets that are not complete. If I get comics that are not complete, I love looking for them. Looking for the individual cards you need is just a pain in the butt. So anyway, we're going to play a game today called Guess the Comic Artist that drew this Star Wars card.
Oh, wait.
okay.
Now
my
let's see
glass.
if you can defend yourself, you sweat from a baboon's balls.
Okay.
Okay. I'm thinking. Okay.
Famous for a Punisher cover.
Okay. Mike Zeck.
There you go.
One.
Mike
Okay.
Zeck.
Zeck again. Okay.
Let's see. No, it was the same one.
Oh, that's Frank. No, Frank Miller? No.
Capullo, Greg Capullo.
Capullo. Does it say it? Or
Yeah.
you just yeah, it says GC there.
No, I just know. I just know.
Cheater.
Signature.
All right, I'm covering up the name on this one.
Shit.
Thank you.
Sergio
Sergio Janega.
Aragonés.
Sergio Aragon is very nice. Miracleman is not here today.
He's with us in spirit because I'm Daily Occurrence Lad, his nemesis.
And there's no breasts on this one, but
Is that Hughes?
Adam Hughes. Oh, Dave
Stevens.
Stevens. Really?
Oh.
A freaking Dave Stevens. That was Warlock? No, that was. Luke.
Same artist on these two.
Shit.
Is that
Bill
Hughes?
Bill Sizuwigi Wiggy? No.
Cain, Cain, was his first work in comics. He does some great Black Panther stuff.
Jansen?
Sway?
I don't know.
Swaby? Brian
I don't know who that guy
Stelford.
is.
He's
I've actually got his signature on a Star Wars Galaxy card. All right, we got a few more. This is turning out good.
Yeah, I love this.
I don't see. Oh, there's the signature. Okay.
Oh. Ooh, that's not a lot to go on.
No, it's not.
No.
This guy's a prolific artist
Brian
for
Hitch?
Marvel from the Copper Age all the way through.
Silvestri? Jim Lee. I don't know.
Copper Age.
A little bit older than that.
Kane? No. Gil Kane? No, that's too early.
Beta Ray Bill.
John.
Walt Simonson.
Walt Simonson.
John, oh,
Oh, I feel
Nice.
I got to turn in my nerd card if I can't tell.
yeah.
I'm not going to give any hint on this one because you all get it.
Bill.
Nicholas, you take Rue out.
Bill.
Bill Skizowig?
You got it right away. That and look at the little sketch he did. I love that. That's so.
No, he looks like that in real life. I've seen him.
All right, we got like four more. What do we got here? This one might be a little tougher, but maybe it's not.
What's his no? Probably
Jay Lee?
John Cassidy? No.
No, very similar sounding name.
Mon Massady?
I think this guy's like an editor in chief at Marvel now.
Joe Quesada?
Oh, it's Quesada.
Huh, I got it. Another
You
20
did.
points for me. I'm so far in the lead.
I don't see a signature. Oh, no, there it is.
Winning.
Cassidy?
Diodato.
Think Teen Titans and Wonder Woman.
Perez.
Perez? Really?
George Perez. huh?
Whoa.
This guy went a little crazy. Apparently.
Is him?
Oh, Sam Keith.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did. I missed it on that one. Yeah, Sam Keith.
Frank
Very cool.
Frazetta?
All right, last one. Oh, sorry, two more. I don't really I don't know what hints to give on this one.
Hold it still. That's Gil Kane, isn't it?
It is Gil Kane. Very
Good eye.
That's
Nailed it.
impressive. That's an impressive one. All right, last one.
Winner.
This guy was very popular in the 90s with like pushing the boundaries, but a lot of people say he's kind of annoying at conventions when you talk to him. And
Me?
I would agree.
Is it me? I'm pretty annoying at a convention.
Not that annoying.
I don't know. Starlin.
Frank Miller. I don't know. Oh yeah, chicken. Love him.
All right.
Yeah, he's annoying, but
was Guess the Artist with Tacoma Comics. Thank you very much for playing. Now
That was a good feature. We should do that again.
My quick story with Howard Chaykin, I met him at a convention like 90s, maybe late 80s, and he was going away from the mainstream, and I said, like, would you consider coming back? At this time he was like, I know he has come back and done some mainstream, but he said, no, it's, you know, I want to write my stuff. And I said, but wouldn't you see it as a challenge to write your kind of stories using mainstream? He said, son, when you get to my age, you're not looking for challenges. I was put in my place as a young teenager. Okay, I'll do mine quick. I don't have that many either. Wait, I'll start off with my big one. I found it. Ooh, really big one. So it's an original graphic novels of reprints, because Miracleman said if it's a reprint, we call it graphic novel.
He'd be proud to know you used it correctly.
I hope he's watching somewhere up there in heaven. Okay, my favorite artist. Had to pick these up. Okay, and how? Okay. Wait, I gotta get it. Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. There you go.
There you go. All four correct.
He's one of, like, I don't know, top 3 pages from David. I love him. When he's inking his own stuff, he's just love it so much. And one of my favorite characters, Adam Strange. So we got to double up. And one of my, I don't think they're never written well, but for some reason I just love them so much. They always die, it seems, at the end. Speaking of Gil Kane, maybe this is why I knew it.
Maybe.
First bullseye. No, first bullseye I owned. I love green covers. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm slightly colorblind too. Love this cover. For my first kiss, tried to imitate it, and she did use a knife on me, so we really replicated that. The famous Hulk Scott.
It explains a lot.
Got milk.
Most people don't have this Hulk. It's a very famous Hulk. No, just kidding. It's really a Daredevil.
Okay.
Nobody has this book but me. I think I'm the only one who has it.
No,
I
think Lady.
I have it signed and remarked by Bill Sienkiewicz.
I thought it was behind. Is it behind Tacoma? No, that's why I was making a joke. Am I getting it wrong? Off to his shoulder over there, Tacoma Comics. That's not it. No.
No, that's Miss Marvel.
No, that's Miss Marvel. But I do have 1 through 8 of that series, and I read it like a couple months ago, and it's painfully like 80s, like late 80s. Like, this was really cool for late 80s because nobody was doing this, but now it's like
cringe.
Oh, it's really, really rough to read.
But you can't go wrong with that cover. That's so perfect.
No, absolutely.
Not
Actually,
great grades, but
wrong with 7 out of 8 of those covers. One of them was horrible.
Yeah. Not great grades, but I love the covers, so I want
Yes.
It's Silver X-Men. It doesn't matter what grade it is.
Exactly. Oh, wow. First master mold.
Very nice.
And guess who walks among us? You guessed it.
Oh, banger alert. Banger alert.
Is this a banger?
Yeah.
Come on.
Warning. Banger alert. Banger alert.
Play it again.
Oh my God.
How about I'll do it worse?
Warning.
I'm going to play it all the way through.
Banger alert. Oh, look at the little kitty. And he's playing with the tiny little chick. Wait, you're here for comic books, you dumb asshole. It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion in the basket.
I'm trying to replicate Rob's face. Okay. Like this one, beautiful cover. I'm not sure why Magneto's so big, but I think he took like a serum or something. And this is one of my favorite covers too.
Oh, nice.
I have something for whenever they're grabbing the logo. If I can, they're crushing it or destroying it. Love it. So that's my week. Kept it short.
Good week.
That's a pretty damn good week.
Mm-hmm.
I have my week over here. It's a pretty short one, but since I was supposed to talk about a subject earlier, I'll talk about it through this. So let me switch up the camera. And here we go. So first thing that I picked up here, Daredevil. Let me just get this camera off and me up. All right, so first Emissaries of Evil. And one of the things we're going to be talking about tonight is, yes, spoiler alert. Oh, don't mute it, because we're going to be talking about what to do with your comic book collection when you die. You know, fun little subject like that. So one of the things I want to talk about is you might want to have a will, but if you can't do that, at least inform your friends and family of your intentions. When you can have a short list of potential buyers, because if you try and get anything to shops, well, shops are largely just going to not give you the amount of money that is what your collection is worth, unless they're willing to just get it for bottom dollar just to get it out of there, because you've seen the amount of stuff that I have. This is the final issue of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. You can also have a detailed inventory. You can use CLZ, you can use CovrPrice, Go Collect, hell, even CovrPrice to that extent if most of your books are keys. But, you know, have the condition written somewhere on, not the book, but on the blue tape or the cardboard, just so if you know what it is, they don't know what it is. Otherwise, you know, keep a short list of your most valuable stuff that's either most in demand and how to sell it. This is also the first Rorschach in... I mean, this is a little weird. This is first Rorschach in continuity with DC, but it's in a dream sequence. So Vic Sage is dreaming, and this is right after he was reading Watchmen. So here comes Walter Kovacs, Rorschach in his dreams. It's not really in continuity, but they call it that in most of the key collector apps and CLZ and everything else. So what do I know?
Ooh.
Also, you might want to have some... a way to maintain procedures on how and where to sell, like let your family know, hey, I might have an Instagram account and this is where I sell books traditionally, and this is how I do it. These are Geminis, and just have it written down somewhere, because they're not going to remember our jibber jabber, because we're nerds talking about nerd stuff like this. Like this is just a Neil Adams inked cover, and I think it's over Kurt Swan. Just one of the issues I was missing. It's a $10 pickup. You might also want to ask, I mean, really ask if any of your family members, like if you have kids, hey, do you actually want this stuff, or is this going to be a bother to you? And whether or not they choose to inherit it. You know, also make sure that your collection always kind of looks presentable, like how we have Tacoma back here and he's kind of gone. So look at how nice that collection looks back there.
Yeah.
If somebody walked into that room there, they'd go, how much do you want for that? And have a number. That's probably a good idea.
Oh, Tacoma will be like, I'm getting buried with it.
Yeah, that's fair too. I mean, if that's what we plan on doing, great. Now, this is something that I picked up as a run off of Etsy. It's by a guy by the name of Dave Howlett, and it's The Makers. This is his first series here, and you can get the whole thing for about maybe $23, $27. But there's a specific reason that I got this run, and I do like to support smaller artists that aren't with the big two. So, of course, I wanted to pick it up and see it. But this is based off of one particular book that he was showing on Blue Sky. And it was a very interesting look to it. It kind of reminded me of Michael Fife or Michael Fife, or however you pronounce that, the guy that's doing Copra. And he's using characters that are in existence and doing his own story with it. Lives in Canada. He's on Blue Sky, so check him out. This is the makers. Almost done with the full run there. So this is the big book I really wanted to get from him. He was showing this off on Blue Sky, and I think because of copyright issues that he wanted to make sure that people were getting it directly from him. And it's a pretty cool looking book. It's based off of the old 1960s comic. I think it was in World's Finest. Tacoma could probably correct me if I'm wrong, because I think he might have that book, or Jared. But this book, it's based on that story, and it's just mostly about the art. And towards the back end of it, because we just lost Keith Geffen, he did a tribute to him, and it's very sweet. It's touching. It shows how he got into comics and became a creator, a writer, an artist himself, and he does it in the style of that entire era. So
Did you just accuse me of having DC knowledge?
I actually.
Take that back, young man.
Because of Jared here. These are some of the things, and this is just an example. I didn't pick just random things. I picked a run. Why? Because I didn't have any of these before.
Oh, Lord.
So the last
Mitch
thing I just
McConnell?
want to go ahead.
Is that Mitch McConnell?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if it was Mitch McConnell, he probably would have fallen down by now.
He
wouldn't have been able to stay out my hand.
Turtle Man.
So Jared has a connection to somebody local to him that just wants to get rid of a lot of these books. And this one I got from eBay. So he has a whole bunch of these types of books here, and he sells them. So he winds up asking me sometimes, "Hey, do you want this?" Like, yes, I do. I will take here's money. Oh, wait, what are you showing here?
That's the second composite Superman.
Oh, Michael knows it.
Nice.
Nails it. Thank you.
But how much was that Bizarro did you pay
We're
for?
gonna
That's
see
like a
if,
$500
let me
book.
see if I
At
can get
least.
the-
Yeah.
And oh wow, I went to Tate's Comics the other week, just this past weekend, and just like Tacoma, I didn't buy anything either because there was one book I really, really wanted. It was Miss America #2. It was a $700 book. They dropped it from last year where it was about $2,000. And that Miss America Comics 2 is the first appearance of Patsy Walker and Hedy Lamarr, and Patsy later becomes Hellcat. So yeah, I really wanted that, but I just didn't. I mean, I had $700, but I need to pay taxes. But at the shop, they had a whole bunch of these kind of books up, anything that had crypto, because the new movie and the new trailer has crypto in an extended sequence, and just really,
It's fantastic.
yeah, crypto kicks the shit out of Superman.
No,
What was
he's
that?
playing. He's not trying to beat him up. He's playing with them.
Yeah.
He's already beaten up and beats him up even further.
No.
He's just loving him.
Totally
Yeah, loving him very violently.
Jeez.
You gotta think about a dog, man. A dog will do that if it had superpowers.
Oh yeah. So, I
Dogs
mean,
would
they
be
did have
annoying
a
with
lot.
superpowers.
I mean, look, if Superman can take, a bullet and jump tall buildings with a single bound,
Jump
we should
small
be able
bullet.
to handle a Kryptonian pup. I'm just saying.
One would think.
But I mean, I
but-
get why he would hurt, because I mean, it was sweet. It was like one of the cutest sequences.
It sold me on the movie straight up.
I know. I'm like, I gotta see that.
And just like Titanic had its romance sequences, this has a puppy. It'll get the men out. It'll get the women out. This is going to be a huge movie, I hope. Let's make DC great.
No again.
It's always been great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's make the movies great because I can never say let's make
Let's
them
make
great
the DC
again.
universe great. This DC
Yes,
cinematic
please.
universe.
It's needed. Oh, here's the first appearance of
Yeah.
Beppo.
Hey, Beppo.
Well, once we had crypto, they just started introducing all the super pets, and I mean, they just needed to do something. But yeah, they had all these crypto books that were not too marked up. It's just that, yeah, I know the movie's coming out and everything, but lately, with all the people that have been losing their jobs, we're seeing comics that are ghosts coming up on eBay. I mean, things that you would never expect to see. Like I just saw
the first appearance of Mon-El, that's for sure. What?
Well, this I also got from Jared.
I want that. Love it.
Yeah, low grade is better than no grade. This is why I am not near mint. I just lean into my last name, Worst, because I am the frickin' worst.
You're not.
Well, I mean that as a joke. I take it back.
No.
But yeah, something that I've been noticing lately on eBay, and this plays right into the whole topic of the night, that you know, what to do with your comic book collection when you die. That right now we're seeing a lot of people that before they even have to worry about that end game, that so because people are losing their jobs at just record numbers right now, if you're going on to eBay and you're checking for those books on Sunday night, take a look at the seller and see if they have, you know, 5,000 sales to their name or like less than 500 or 50, because those are likely the people that might have been the government employees that have lost their jobs, because you can't eat a comic book when you need to stay in your apartment or condo or house. Otherwise, with this tanking economy, I'm pretty sure that you're going to be getting a lot of things for less. These ghosts are going to be popping up a lot more. And I'm sure that even books like this, that, I mean, they're not super rare, but most people don't want to get rid of them. But you're going to see more people willing to get rid of them. That, and I mean, in this economy, we can really just say it outright. With depression, people lose interest in things. And I've been watching plenty of YouTube videos of people saying, I'm kind of done with this. I don't feel the same way about it. But me, I've never loved it more. So if you're still willing to be picking stuff up, right now is one of those, I hate to call it, but it's a buying opportunity. I'm sorry for all the people that are hurting right now. I'm sure that, you know, all of us are to different degrees. But this is why we are into comics, because this is one of those things that, you know, makes us feel like the world, even if the world's ending, it's something to look forward to. Oh no. So Water Tribe Jay has to go. I'm just going to finish these up and ask if there's any appearances anybody's having here. I'm so sorry, Jared.
Yeah, it's all right.
But yeah, check out Water Tribe J over on Blue Sky. These are the type of books that he has, and every about Tuesday night or so, he will be doing this. So yeah, all of these came from him. It is.
I have subbed him up now, so I will find him. I will stalk him. I will get his comics.
All right, if there's somebody to follow out there, I always want to promote people that are friendly, that you can rely on. I've always been able to get his books without trouble. He wraps them really well. I mean, it would survive a nuclear holocaust.
Hey, we got Hands Off 2025 tomorrow. If you have the time and the bandwidth, look up Hands Off 2025. Unless, you know, you live in Canada. There'll be nationwide protests against the fascist and authoritarian government.
What was that again? Hands Up?
Hands Off 2025. Peaceful protests around the country to, you know, hands off trans rights, hands off the economy, hands off research grants, hands off the Department of Education, hands off everything you're getting your tiny little fucking mitts onto.
Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, hands the fuck off, bitches.
All of it.
We would actually like to have a future.
Get the guillotine before you privatize that shit, Elon. Go fuck yourself. with a
There
big
you go.
dry
So,
dick.
I read somebody call Elon Musk phony Stark, and
Yeah.
it's the greatest thing. It's the greatest thing ever.
I heard this joke. It was like, I think Ricky Gervais told it. He said it was like, and he said that he had heard it, but it was basically like, Elon Musk is not a Nazi. Like they made better cars.
Yeah. Which
And they
then my son pipes in with, that's a myth, though Nazis actually didn't make good cars, and he goes further down that rabbit hole. But
Yeah, Gervais, he's a brilliant.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially when he's hosting different events where he's calling people out in public on stage, and then they pan to those people's faces.
Because accountability is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
These are the consequences for your own actions.
Yeah. So if you go to handsoff2025.com and you put in like your local, if your location is on, they can just read it, or you can type in your zip code and find out where the local protest is. I'll be headed down to the Defiant Goldfish, which is the name of a closed pub next to Point Defiance Park in Tacoma tomorrow.
All right.
But only if you've got, like I said, the bandwidth to handle this. Some people aren't ready for it yet. Some people are more than ready. So do what you can. And if you don't think anything needs to be done, you're probably watching the wrong show.
Yeah.
All
It's
right,
nice to sit in your house, but it's also nice to make sure that you still have one and a future, which will not happen if you just keep sitting there and letting things happen. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be an Astonishing Comics show tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, where, Lady, are you going to be on that too?
She's gone.
She's
Yep.
gone.
Yep. I'll be there. All
I'm
right.
missing one card from this whole 140 card run.
Gotta go.
That drives me
I've got it right
insane.
here.
All right, so check all that stuff out. Thank you all so much for watching. We will be back next week. That will be on
Friday the
April
11th.
11th, Old Comic Book Day. See you next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we will do this all again next week. So make sure to look out for Blue Sky. All of us were on there pretty much by now, or eventually. Love y'all. Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.